Welcome. Welcome friends, welcome family, welcome to our subscribers, welcome to our channel Business Concept, where we make sure that everybody knows how things work. And specifically, we share our knowledge around the South African retail sector. And welcome to this next episode of Business Concept, and we appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you once again to all our subscribers. We really appreciate you, and we encourage those that have not clicked that button to subscribe that please do so, because there is a lot more coming and there is a lot that we have to learn together as we embark on this journey of ensuring that we all know how things work in the business sector. So, in our last episode, we touched on 3 keys for you to start and sustain your business. We spoke about 1, knowing how things work. We spoke about key number 2, which was compliance. And we spoke about key number 3, which was keeping at it. Keeping at it. So I urge you, if you have not seen that episode, that lecture, which was our lecture number 1, please make sure that you visit our channel and click on that so that you can follow us as we go through this lecture. Otherwise, you may get lost as you catch us in the second lecture. And today I want to speak briefly around that first principle of knowing how things work. That is the first principle. And as I explained yesterday, we're going to touch on these principles line by line, layer by layer, and we're going to make sure that we unpack each and every one of them in a manner that anyone and everyone can easily understand. Now, in our lecture yesterday, we made a one-liner mention of knowing how things work if you are selling oranges. We made that as an example in passing. And I just want to take 2 minutes just to unpack exactly what do we mean when we say knowing how things work. Now, this is a very vast topic. We're not going to finish it today. So other episodes will always refer to it as we deal with other aspects of the business in the retail sector, as we deal with other aspects in the knowing how things work. In my hand, I have an orange. Orange that was bought from a retailer, a particular store that everybody loves. I will not mention the name. But this particular orange has had a journey before it has landed in my hand. And that is one thing I want us to talk about today. Because yesterday when we were speaking about knowing how things work, we actually touched on an orange as an example. So I thought let me expand on it so that everybody can see exactly what we meant when we were speaking about oranges. Do you know the value chain of oranges? As an example, what is a value chain? A value chain is when you see somebody eating an orange, do you know the journey of that orange up until it has landed in somebody's hand? What is the chain? And within that chain, what has been the value? Now, let me give it to you briefly. You've got somebody that is farming oranges. You've got somebody that is distributing, meaning he goes, buys from the farmer and sell to somebody else, right? Then you've got a reseller or a retailer, a reseller or a retailer. That is somebody who buys from a distributor and sell to the consumer, right? And then you've got a consumer. That is the last piece of a value chain. Now, most of us, I know, are probably in the last piece of this value chain of oranges, right? We consume oranges. Now, interestingly, everybody from a farmer to a distributor to a retailer or reseller, everybody extract value from this one orange that you consume. Everybody extract value, right? But the question is, who pays for all this value that everybody keeps on extracting? Now, I've simplified this because in between the farmer, the distributor, and the retailer, there is what is called logistics, meaning transporting this orange from one location to the other. So there is logistics in between. Now, you'd be surprised to know that actually it is the consumer that actually pays for all this value, right? It is the consumer. The last person in the chain is the one that pays for the value. The farmer extracts value, the distributor buys from the farmer and sell to the retailer, and it extract his or her value. The retailer sells to the consumer and extract his or her value. And the consumer needs to pay for all of that. Right. So if you want to be selling oranges as a business, then you must ask yourself, where in this value chain do I want to extract my value? Which value am I going to extract? Am I in the farming? Am I in the distribution? Am I in the retail? Am I in logistics? Because wherever you're going to be, you're going to need to be extracting the value. Or you are a consumer, which means you pay for everybody's value. Now, that's not what we want. That is why we established this channel business concept, to make sure that we know how things work. Now, I'm touching on this because it was an example that we made in our first lecture, and I thought, let us expand on this oranges. Very simple thing, very simple commodity. Everybody eats oranges. We just came out of winter where oranges were abound in the market. But it's important that we all know how things work as far as that part is concerned. Please don't forget to subscribe and like and share. Most importantly, share these videos, share this knowledge to as many people as possible. Let us build a community that know how things work.